and now we are going to show you how to use data sets from drones for construction sites, for volume calculation, and how to make automatic monitoring with PPK solution, with TOPODRONE solution. And we invite our partners from Intera Switzerland company, which create a very good online-based service for construction site monitoring. Bernhard, I would like to share your screen.
Okay, good. Hello, everyone. Bernhard Draeyer from Intera, Switzerland. I would make two showcases where we use the PPK drone from TOPODRONE, and then what we do with the data, the integration analysis in our digital site management solution that we have. Okay. Very shortly about us, we are an engineering company with our main office in Switzerland, Matterhorn State. We are an interdisciplinary team of surveyors, photogrammetrists, geologists, hardware and software engineers. And our mission is to do engineering of end-to-end digital solutions for the construction industry, mining, infrastructure, and natural hazards. Yeah, we are pioneers in drone building since 2005, drone mapping 2006, geospatial platforms and IoT topics for a while already. What we do, we do consulting in geology, geotechnics. We do mapping and surveying with the drones. Then we do hardware engineering when it comes to IoT topics and software engineering for the geospatial solutions, smartphone apps, machine learning, all this stack here on this side. So we are quite at the interface of many technologies. First case study I would show you is avalanche mapping that we do with the drones. The case I show here is from winter 2018. It was an avalanche that covered and blocked a railroad line. It happened in the Matterhorn Valley, where there is this famous mountain in Switzerland. The goals were to document the extent of avalanche that took place, to calculate the snow heights and the volumes. And yeah, how we did it, we were mapping this area with Phantom PPK drone from TOPODRONE and to do this with enough precision and without accessing the danger zone. Means without GCPs. What we get, the results, georeferenced orthophoto and digital snow model, however we call this. We got the snow height map that we could use for volumetrics, and we integrated then this data into our geodata platform. We also did a 3D CNC milled model for projection mapping to make a physical showcase out of it. Okay, this will be a short video clip. It will go very fast. You see here the orthophoto that came out of the case. So drone avalanche mapping. So you see here now that's the map in our web-based platform. You see the snow height. The darker, the more snow was deposited. And you see this white line in the middle, that's the railroad track. And this avalanche covered all this area. And here you see the elevation model that came out of the mapping. In fact, we mapped two different stages. Here's the second stage. They made then a dam to protect the railroad track from future avalanches. You see now this dam. This dam is made out of snow. And in the platform, you see now the analysis that you could do. Cross sections, you can do draw lines, measure lines, points, areas, all this geometry measurement. And here then you see the sections we did at different stages through this model that was surveyed. And in the end here, we have the avalanche. You see they digged out the railroad track at this stage where we mapped here. So It's already free, but a few days before, it was all covered. The whole railroad was covered by this huge, massive avalanche. So this was one showcase where we used the PPK drone. The second case I would like to show you now is construction site monitoring. We do this for already around 15 years. I would say the goal here is to monitor the construction site evolution with orthophotos and elevation maps, to use the data to calculate volumetrics, and also to monitor essential metrics with sensors. This is out of our presentation scope, of course. Yeah, how we do this? The mapping in this case is Mavic PPK drones, and we need their surveyor precision. And the goal is to go with no or very few terrestrial surveying. Results here are georeferenced orthophoto and elevation models, and integration of this data onto our platform, our Terryx platform, it's called. Yeah, I don't want to turn this into a commercial event, but finally, yeah, I need to talk about our platform, this Terryx platform. It is made for construction sites, natural hazards. It has a lot of components inbuilt. Basically, what we do, we measure things in the field. It can come from drones. It can come from our IoT sensors. And all this data goes together to the web-based platform. And then we can document and share this. Our customers can document and share this information. So drone data is an essential part of this platform, delivers essential data for to run daily operations on construction sites. Okay, so I will only pick out several elements of our platform, not at all the whole thing, but the elements that concern drone data. So we have two tracks. One track is you generate your own drone maps, orthophotos, elevation models, and then you can feed in this data into our platform. But indeed, it could be any other platform. There are now a bunch of other products out there. On our Terryx, it goes like that you create a stage. You could imagine you have an initial stage of construction site, the 0 stage. You do a first map, and then you do another map after when full excavation has taken place. So we call these stages, and for every stage you can upload your data. Here is now the wizard to upload this data. We have customers, they fly monthly. We have others that fly weekly, and some others even daily. We ourselves, if the sites are close, we also do the mapping services, but many other customers do the flying themselves, and then they can upload the data on this platform. Now, this is an example of orthophoto that is uploaded. It is tiled in the back, like you know from Google Maps, for example. And then a few moments later, this data is then online. This is the uploading, and now you see the downloading. You can also download this data there and share it with other with your own customers, or to download it and to use it again in your desktop GIS systems. Yeah. So, and then comes the visualization part. Now we upload it. Now we want to display the data. You see on top the calendar days, and there you can select now every date. In fact, is a day when there was a mapping taking place, a drone mapping. And so you can load in this data, and now you can track the site evolution visually. So here you see transparency. You see now the layers on the left side. Every layer means orthophoto, but also 3D data that is behind. You can then also slide between the two stages, or here with a magnifying glass, you can look on the layer that is below. Yeah. Short word about volumetrics. There are certainly people who don't know that you can just not only make nice images with these drones, but we have really surveyor data behind that comes out of these processes. And so here is an example how you could do volumetrics. You draw a polygon around the stockpile you are interested, and you get out the volume report, some key figures, the weight, the estimated weight, and so on and so on. And another example would be, again, with metrics. For example, you want to know the area of the stockpile to cover it with plastic. And then you draw a polygon around it, and you get then the surface. And the surface is a real 3D surface. It's not just a 2D surface like on the map, but we calculate it really based on the elevation model that is behind. And last example of metrics is geometry analysis, is to measure length. Also, this can be 2D or also 3D lengths that you can measure. Here's an example of a fence. You want to put into your invoice the length of the fence, you measure it out directly here. Okay, then last thing here is cross-section tools. You want to compare as built and as planned. So you can do online comparison. You see your stockpile, and below you have another stage. It could be the future project, but it could also be an old stage that you can compare. Yeah, these were some analytics tools. We have also drawing annotations, drawings. You can make really situation plans. You can plot them. I will not showcase this here. That's out of the drone topic. But what could be interesting to see how far you could go, you can also integrate external data sources. It's called VMS layers. These are map layers. Many of them are public in many countries. Here in Switzerland, we have, for example, cadastre plans. You see now here is you see the parcel plots. You see the limits of the parcels, and you can overlay this on the drone map. So if you are really on an integral site management system, you obviously need this kind of data as well to work and see. You could also add like the power lines where there are, or water pipelines, all these things you can, of course, add here as a overlay layer. Yeah. Also a topic that I will skip, this comes from a bigger presentation, a mobile documentation app that we also developed to document the site evolution. So it's terrestrial. All people take pictures. They can upload these stories to the platform as well. And you can share it, and you can send push messages to notify other people of the progress. There is also a reporting function behind, but we skip this thing here. What I also skip is all the sensors. We make IoT sensor systems to monitor the site evolution. But the last point here on this slide is the end-to-end drone mapping solution that we have, where the TOPODRONE product is now integrated. So basically, we have self-positioning target plates on the ground, GCPs. Usually we take one, or the maximum two. We fly then with the drone. Then you can upload the drone images to Terryx, and then takes place full automatics. PPK processing, georeferencing, 3D processing, and the data goes directly to the platform. Yeah, why you are maybe wondering, I was not following the talk before, but why GCPs? We thought we can go without. By our experience, it's good to still have one or two GCPs to have really a good reference also for cross-checking the precision quality. So we integrated this into the solution. It depends always on the requirements. For natural hazard mapping, we don't need additional points on the ground. For precision mapping on construction sites, we add these points. So this part is really step-by-step wizard. You can upload the drone imagery and the GPS logs that come from the TOPODRONE. Then you can do the PPK post-processing is done automatically from our base stations, or then we start including also national correction services. We even develop for some of them solutions, and then is triggered fully automatized photogrammetry processing pipeline and direct upload to Terryx. Then we have this self-referencing precision GCPs with full integration into the processing pipeline. This means no terrestrial surveyor intervention is necessary with a traditional GPS. We have then also vegetation cleanup and photogrammetry object vectorization as add-on services here. So maybe here a word for the product. It is running for several years already on over several hundred construction sites. But now the full version we will release in the following weeks. And however, the self-referencing GCP is not yet fully finished, but the other parts of the framework are there. Okay, yeah, 3D. Certainly, you saw a lot of these images already. We go also fully 3D with the data, but many things happen also in 2D. But for visualization, of course, this is live. Certainly, when you see it over Skype, you will not see a continuous flow. It will be a little bit shaky because of the data rate. But here you see the case from before, and now you see it in 3D. The case I showed, the ground resolution is 3 centimeters. For the orthophoto and elevation models, we go usually with 10 centimeters of resolution. Yeah, so let's fly over. I cut here a little bit, will be long. Yeah, that's a short overview of what we do, of our platform, and how we use the drones for our own goal, but also for product we sell, and we will sell it as packages. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for your attention. Now, if there are questions.
Yes, so thank you for your presentation, and we have question about your projects, and people was excited by it, and they ask how long does it take you to make a survey over the site? How long? How many flights? How many hours?
Yep, the site we saw of this construction site, this can be done in a single or 2 flights. So usually time on site is around 1 hour if everything is well prepared. You go there 1 hour. If people are doing it on site, then it's very short if everything is ready. Yeah. For the Avalanche mapping, that's a different story. There are 5 or 6 flights. I don't remember exactly. So this takes easily suddenly half a day to go there. Mm-hmm. So.
Mm-hmm. And I think Avalanche site is a real example where PPK solution is necessary. Why? Because you walk in the mountains and maybe there is no any connection to internet to fly in RTK mode. And of course, you couldn't reach the place of Avalanche and to place ground control points as well. As far as I understand, PPK is very important for such areas.
That's absolutely correct. As you said, we cannot go there and place some points. It's way too dangerous on the Avalanche itself, and no mobile connectivity there. So PPK is perfectly suited for these cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and is your system available for testing, or do you provide any link to test the system? Our clients ask.
Yeah, in a few weeks we will have a demo account where people can play around with data sets and see how it works. And we will also provide video, some short tutorials or overviews. We are preparing the product launch, also with a website, product website. So it takes a few weeks and then we are ready. So far we sold it to larger companies as part solution, but not fully fledged yet. And now we go out public, with the full Monty. Yep.
Super. And is it possible to change language of your system? For example, to tune up it for another one countries or markets?
At the moment, it is English and German. On the roadmap is French and Spanish. And afterwards, we need to see where our special needs. Basically, it's possible, but it takes some time to translate. But if we have a customer that doesn't speak any of these languages, then there's of course possibility that we translate it.
And okay, it's very interesting, and we hope that your system will rise, and we are waiting for the link to test it. And maybe there are some companies some construction companies which use our equipment. Maybe they are interested in such system as well. And do you offer some services for surveying or some fieldwork services?
If we do this, or
yes.
Or
do you offer?
We do ourselves also a lot of mapping. We have several thousand mapping projects on our counter, so we do it here regionally, Central Europe, but outside it's out of our reach, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, and we wish you a good day. Thank you, and we are moving on another one presentation.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you.